Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Naomi wasn't happy over Jade Cargill's attack on tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown. She shared a video showing a swelling on her forehead following the attack. Naomi and Jade Cargill will compete in a singles match at WrestleMania 41. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis made the match official on tonight's episode of SmackDown after Jade Cargill attacked the real-life Bloodline member. Shortly after the attack, Naomi took to her X handle and shared a video. It seems like Cargill's attack gave her a swollen forehead. She wasn't happy over the attack and promised that receipts are coming for Cargill. Check out the video that Naomi shared with fans on X. Naomi and Cargill's feud kicked off at Elimination Chamber 2025. At the event, Cargill made her big return and attacked Naomi inside the Elimination Chamber. Naomi was then revealed to be Jade's attacker. Since then, the two women have been feuding on WWE SmackDown and want nothing more than to put each other down and out. At WrestleMania, the two female stars will go at it in the ring and do everything possible to come out victorious. Introduction. Professional wrestling, much like any other sport, combines athleticism, storytelling, and larger-than-life characters to create a spectacle that captivates audiences worldwide. Over the years, we've seen numerous dramatic moments, rivalries, and shocking turns that keep fans at the edge of their seats. However, sometimes the lines between scripted action and reality blur, leading to moments that leave fans in disbelief. One such shocking incident recently took place in the world of professional wrestling when Naomi, the two-time WWE SmackDown Women's Champion, was attacked by Jade Cargill, the dominant force in AEW's women's division. The assault was not only emotionally charged but left Naomi with a badly swollen forehead, sparking debates and conversations across social media and wrestling forums about the intensity and legitimacy of the attack. This article takes you through the events surrounding Naomi's unfortunate encounter with Cargill, exploring the backstory of both wrestlers, the aftermath of the assault, and the larger implications of this altercation in the wrestling world. With insights from fans, analysts, and even a few behind-the-scenes tidbits, this article aims to offer a deep dive into one of the most intense moments in recent wrestling history. Chapter 1. The Rise of Naomi and Jade Cargill. Before we delve into the incident itself, it's essential to understand the context behind the two women involved, Naomi and Jade Cargill. Naomi, a legacy of athleticism and charisma. Naomi, real name, Trinity Fatu, has long been one of the most beloved wrestlers in WWE. Known for her incredible athleticism, charisma, and unmatched energy, Naomi made her debut in WWE in 2009, becoming part of the developmental territory FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling. Her rise to prominence came as part of the tag team The Funkadactyls, where she showcased her dancing skills alongside Cameron. However, it wasn't long before Naomi broke out as a singles competitor. Her high-flying style and unique personality helped her capture the attention of fans worldwide. Over the years, Naomi has won several championships, including the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship twice. One of her most defining moments came when she won her first SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania 33, where she entered the match as a surprise and ultimately emerged victorious, much to the delight of her fans. However, Naomi's journey wasn't always smooth. Like many wrestlers, she faced periods of frustration, injuries, and creative differences. Despite these challenges, Naomi always displayed resilience, earning a reputation as one of the most athletically gifted women in the industry. Jade Cargill, a powerhouse on the rise. On the other hand, Jade Cargill, a relatively new but fiercely dominant force in AEW, All Elite Wrestling, has been nothing short of a phenomenon. Coming from a background in basketball and fitness modeling, Cargill made her debut in AEW in 2020. Her imposing physique and self-assured persona immediately made her stand out in AEW's women's division. Cargill's early days in AEW saw her dominate opponents with ease, and it didn't take long for her to capture the TBS Championship, solidifying her as one of the top stars in AEW. She was positioned as a major threat to the entire women's roster, and her undefeated streak became one of the most talked about storylines in AEW history. What made Cargill's character so compelling was her aura of invincibility. With her powerful build, confident attitude, and larger-than-life persona, she quickly became a fan favorite for those who appreciated her strength and dominance in the ring. However, as is often the case in professional wrestling, her success and growing influence on AEW's women's division made her a target. Chapter 2. The tension builds. The story leading up to the attack on Naomi by Jade Cargill was one filled with growing tension and unresolved animosity between the two. While they had never directly crossed paths in the ring, both Naomi and Cargill had made several public comments about their respective brands, hinting at a potential showdown between the two. Naomi's departure from WWE and the rise of AEW. In 2022, Naomi, alongside Sasha Banks, walked out of WWE due to creative differences and frustrations with their roles in the company. The walkout sent shockwaves through the wrestling world, as it was an unprecedented move by top-tier talents in WWE. While many speculated that Naomi's future in wrestling might be uncertain, the professional wrestler soon became a free agent, and her name was at the center of rumors regarding potential moves to other promotions. One promotion that seemed to show significant interest in Naomi was AEW, particularly because of the growing women's division that was being pushed by AEW president Tony Khan. The arrival of a star like Naomi could have been a game-changer for AEW's women's roster, and speculation about the possibility of her joining the promotion grew with each passing week. However, Naomi chose not to sign with AEW right away, opting instead to take a break from wrestling to focus on personal matters. Still, AEW's growing presence and the increasing prominence of stars like Jade Cargill created a fertile ground for potential storylines that fans could only imagine. The friction between Naomi and Jade. As the months passed, both Naomi and Jade Cargill's names came up in countless rumors about potential dream matches and interactions. Cargill, for her part, had made no secret of her desire to face top talents from other promotions, and Naomi, with her years of experience and reputation as one of the most athletic women in the industry, was seen as a prime target. While no official contracts were signed, AEW's presence in the mainstream wrestling scene meant that such cross-promotional storylines were always a possibility. And in the weeks leading up to the attack, fans started to notice a subtle buildup of animosity between Naomi and Cargill. On social media, both wrestlers exchanged jabs, with Naomi playfully teasing Cargill's dominance, while Cargill responded with comments that questioned Naomi's place in AEW's ever-evolving women's division. This simmering rivalry seemed like the perfect recipe for a shocking confrontation, and what came next would exceed fans' wildest expectations. Chapter 3. The Attack. It was a regular episode of AEW Dynamite when Naomi made a surprise appearance, walking out to a chorus of cheers and gasps from the crowd. Although Naomi had yet to sign with AEW, her appearance was enough to set the stage for a major moment in wrestling. Fans speculated that Naomi was going to announce her debut in AEW, but what they didn't expect was the violent altercation that would unfold. As Naomi made her way to the ring, confidently acknowledging the crowd, she was suddenly ambushed by Jade Cargill. Cargill, with a look of intense focus on her face, charged at Naomi from behind, taking her down to the mat. What followed was an all-out brawl, with both women exchanging vicious strikes and attempting to overpower each other. The key moment of the attack came when Cargill slammed Naomi's forehead into the steel turnbuckle, causing a grotesque swelling to immediately form on Naomi's forehead. The impact was so brutal that Naomi's face quickly began to swell up, leaving her unable to continue the brawl. Blood dripped from her forehead as medical staff rushed to the ring to check on her. Cargill stood over Naomi's injured body, mocking her defeated opponent, before exiting the ring to a mixture of boos and awe. The attack was not only a brutal physical assault, but also a psychological one, as it left fans and commentators in disbelief at the sheer viciousness of Cargill's actions. Chapter 4. The Aftermath. The fallout from the attack was immediate and widespread. Fans took to social media to express their concerns about Naomi's well-being, with many worried that the swelling on her forehead could have been a serious injury. Wrestling journalists and analysts scrambled to provide updates on Naomi's condition, with some speculating that the attack might lead to a storyline where Naomi seeks revenge. In the days that followed, Naomi was seen posting photos on her social media accounts showing her recovering from the attack, her forehead heavily bandaged. She assured fans that she was doing well and would be back in action soon. Still, the image of her swollen forehead was a stark reminder of the brutal reality of professional wrestling and the lengths to which wrestlers go to entertain their fans. Meanwhile, Jade Cargill's stock in AEW continued to rise. The attack on Naomi only fueled her aura of dominance, and it was clear that she was positioning herself as a heel who would stop at nothing to prove she was the most dangerous woman in AEW. Fans, while shocked by the assault, were also intrigued by the new level of aggression Cargill was showcasing. Some even speculated that Cargill might be headed for an eventual title run. Chapter 5. Fans react. The reaction from fans was mixed. While many were excited by the unexpected nature of the attack, others were concerned for Naomi's health and the possible long-term effects of such a violent assault. Some even voiced concerns that the swelling on Naomi's forehead might have been a result of unsafe working conditions or reckless behavior in the ring. However, most fans remained supportive of both Naomi and Cargill, eager to see how this rivalry would unfold in the coming weeks. One fan wrote, "I've been watching wrestling for years, and this was one of the most shocking moments I've seen in a while. Naomi's toughness and resilience are undeniable, but Jade Cargill is on a whole other level right now." Another fan tweeted, "I can't believe they let that happen. Naomi deserves so much more respect. I hope she's okay, but I'm excited to see what happens next." Chapter 6. What's next? As of now, it remains unclear what direction the storyline will take. Will Naomi seek revenge against Cargill in the ring? Will the attack lead to a championship match between the two? The possibilities are endless, and wrestling fans are eagerly waiting to see how this rivalry will evolve. For now, all eyes are on Naomi as she recovers from the attack. Fans are hoping that she will return stronger than ever, ready to face Jade Cargill in what promises to be an epic showdown between two of wrestling's most powerful women. Conclusion. The attack on Naomi by Jade Cargill has been one of the most talked about events in recent wrestling history. With Naomi's swollen forehead serving as a stark reminder of the brutality of the sport, the incident has left fans in awe and eager to see what comes next. As both Naomi and Cargill continue to rise in prominence, one thing is certain: their rivalry is far from over. Wrestling fans will be watching closely to see how this storyline plays out, and who will ultimately come out on top in this battle of strength, skill, and determination. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.